natural because I developed a scalp infection. Something that the doctor never figured out what happened, but it ended up being a staph infection, and it actually started taking out the top of my hair. So I was still relaxed at the time, so I just had a weave put in the top, you know, and it would perm around the damaged hair. So finally, the doctor said, no more relaxers in your hair.
Wow.
Nothing. Just let your hair be natural. The doctor told me to go natural.
Wow.
And I was like, but what will I do? First time I sweat, you know.
Right. And you did fitness. You're a fitness instructor.
Yeah, you know, I sweat a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, shrinking down, so I really struggled with it.
Yeah.
I tried the wig, but the hot flashes. So finally, I just had to pray on it and say, you know, what should I do with my hair? Because I didn't think I would look attractive natural.
Right.
I thought it was going to make me look, you know, more masculine and not attractive as a woman. So I really struggled with it. So I started braiding. I braided my hair, and I transitioned a lot through braids. And I got tired of that. And finally, I said, cut it off.
Right. Just chop it.
Chop it off, and I went down, you know, kind of short.
Yeah.
And I went to work, and everybody just stared at me. They wanted to know, they liked it, but they wanted to touch it. They wanted to see what it felt like, which I wasn't comfortable with.
Right.
But they've also been watching me over the last, it's been 2 years now, and they've watched my hair grow.
Wow.
And so now, some of the girls that I work with who are not African American, they just love my hair.
Right. Wow.
So that's kind of my story. I was told by the doctor.
That's it. And I really love that story because I think it's a good point that we, you know, other people don't know about relaxers, and relaxing our hair is not good for us, and it's not good for our hair. And there are a lot of people in the room today who, or Heather for sure, who uses her hair is not only natural, but they use natural products. Good for the environment, good for our hair, good for ourselves. And that's part of the natural journey. But a lot of people don't know, you know, that the relaxers are not good for our hair. But, well, except for those of us who have relaxed and have come away with burns. So, you know, yeah, absolutely. And the other thing that you said that I think is awesome, and I'm gonna ask this question, and then we'll break for commercial, is about touching your hair. Because I often found, you know, when I was relaxed, people, oh, your hair is cute, you know, and the shorter I went, even relaxed, you know, people liked it. But once I went natural, all of a sudden I became a zoo animal, maybe. You know, yeah. And it's like, ooh, let me see, you know. And so I wanted to get a perspective from everybody in the room. Have you ever been asked by someone who's not a very close family member to touch your hair, and or has anybody just walked up to you and touched your hair, and what did that do for you? How did that make you feel? So you've already expressed coworkers, which is shocking to me that someone would touch you, period, at work. But, you know, some people have a different perspective. So I'm curious, in the room, have you ever had anyone ask to touch your hair?
I have.
Okay.
Go ahead. It didn't bother me.
Right.
If you're curious, touch it, see what it feels like.
Right. Okay. And I've had a couple of people on Facebook ask the question, and they said the same thing. Well, okay, go ahead. You know, it was a compliment, and it was an opportunity to educate about our hair. So I think that's a good way to, you know, to put it. We're going to talk historically, if I can catch Kendra later, we're going to talk historically about that too. Thank you for answering. Anybody else had anyone asked to touch their hair?
I had three hair touching incidents. The first time was right after I big chopped, and my hair was, you know, super curly, and it was really cute that day. And one of my coworkers, she's Caucasian, she was like, but I'm always someone who wears a lot of accessories and bright colors and lots of stuff at work, so they expect big changes in me anyway.
Right.
So she kind of was like, Rachel, you look so cute today, and I love your hair. Can I touch it? And she asked me, and it was about 4 or 5 people in the office, and I had never been asked that. I had never read any blogs making me believe that it would be insulting or anything. So I was just like, why would you want to touch my hair? But I was like, okay, and gel in it. So she touched it, and it was like gel, and she was like, what do you put on it? I was like, gel. And then my other coworker, who's a Caucasian male with curly hair, he kind of was like, Rachel, do you do henna? Because I put henna in my hair. It was like, okay. So, and it was over that just as quick, and we started talking about henna. And my second incident was actually the not asking, and it was one of my bosses. I had wore like a twist out. My hair was really big that day. It was growing, and we were talking about something, and she was standing in front of me, and she just kind of did like that.
Wow.
And just continued talking, and it was just like, and I wanted to do like this in the karate chop, but it was like, this is my boss, so how do I gotta karate chop my boss. So I kind of just let it go. And the last time I was sitting with a group of women, some were natural, some were relaxed, and I had just met the young lady that day, and we were talking, and I was talking to someone like this, and I felt like one of my twists moved. And so I turned around, and she's like this. Like between her fingers. And so I was like, was there something in my hair? She's like, no, I'm just weird like that. I wanted to feel it. The last 2 times they weren't asked, but I didn't flip about it. My first time someone asked me to touch my hair, I didn't feel offended at all. It was just like, why? So I was just thinking, like, someone asked me the other day, she was like, well, what do you, I was like, okay, and after they fill your hair, ask them, can I touch your hair? Good point, yeah, exactly. I love that. I don't think it's just, I don't think it's necessarily just a natural thing, but even when you were relaxed, a lot of black people were like, you're not gonna touch my weave, you're not gonna touch my hair, you don't need to do it, you're not gonna touch my curls either. So I think we have a complex about touching hair in general. Whether it's curly, yours, not, whatever. You put a lot of time into it. How long did it take me to get that curl in my hair? Raise it up. That is a good point. Anybody else before we break for a commercial break?
I've had natural hair most of my life. I think I've had maybe 2 curls.